Do you want your life to change? Do you want your life to transform? Well, I can tell you, when we spend time really working on ourselves internally, our whole world changes. It's like this ripple effect, and it's like projecting out. When we can move into alignment with who we really are and who we were meant to be in this lifetime and who we want to be, everything changes for us. Everything shifts and moves and adjusts, and it's magical. It's pure magic. That is the only word I can really use to describe it. When you start to see things change, it's addictive too, because you want more to change and you want more to happen and bigger things to happen. And it's just this ricochet effect. And it can just absolutely transform your life. So today I'm going to give you some spiritual tips, some spiritual practices that you can action and you can do that is going to help you shift out of wherever it is that you are in your life currently. I love the nice girl thing. So if you are in the nice girl image right now, where you're just being super nice to everybody and everything, and you're putting everyone else's problems and life and just them before your own, this video is absolutely for you. So let's jump straight in. Okay, so one of my practices, actually the practice I'm going to start with, is one of my favorite, and that's self-reflection. I think it's super important, and I don't think we are taught to do it necessarily. I've always done it. So I've been really spiritual, and I've read personal development books since I was 21. I remember it. I came home from university and my mum was like, here you go, and handed me a book. I'm pretty sure the book is right here on the shelf, actually, that she handed me. And my life just changed from there. Fast forward to today, and I still do it. And I think we don't spend the time, and perhaps we don't allow ourselves the time in our life. We don't carve out a bit of time to reflect on things that have happened. It's like, if you read a book, any book, or even watch a TV episode, you want a bit of time to digest what's happened, right? Like, I know we binge watch everything now, but it's always good to just step away for a minute, digest what's happened, sink in, allow ourselves to think and feel what we feel about it, how we think about it, and then we continue on, right? But we never do that for ourselves. I don't think we spend enough time just going, you know what? This really difficult thing just happened to me at work today. You've lost your job. I don't know why I've just said that, but maybe you've lost your job, or, maybe it isn't even that dramatic. Maybe you had a disagreement with someone at work. Maybe something happened, it was a bit embarrassing, or you didn't speak out when you could have done, you didn't speak. Taking that time to yourself and journaling, writing it down, or just speaking it out. I'm a speaker. I like to talk out loud, and just writing what happened, how you feel about it, what did you do, and how could you do things a bit differently? Would you do things differently? And also not taking on all of the fault, all of the blame, and thinking it was all your fault and your problem. Because no matter what, if you have an interaction with other people, it's not about one person's to blame or the other, right? And I think sometimes when we've done something or it didn't go to plan, we go, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? So taking time to just reflect. It could also be reflect on where you are. Maybe you are feeling like that nice girl and you're thinking like, why am I still this nice girl? Why am I doing this? Why am I still in this job when I bloody hate it? Or why am I still in this relationship? Or why haven't I gone and started my own business? Why am I not joining a new class? Whatever it is, but taking a little bit of time to just reflect on how you feel and what you think about the situation before you let everyone else's opinions and thoughts and suggestions and ideas come into play. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's great that people want to help us, but sometimes their thoughts and opinions dominate us, that we can't actually differentiate between what's really what we feel and what someone else is feeling towards whatever it might be. So, number one, is to do a bit of self-reflection and allow yourself the time to do it and put it into your diary, put it into your schedule. I like setting a bit of time every Sunday that is like self-reflection, that is just, how did this week go for me? What's come up for me? Where am I looking at? What is it I need to be doing? And it could be anything, like I said, any area of your life. And then you're able to look forward to the week ahead and think about, what can I do moving forward? Number 2, I don't think you'll be surprised that it's in here, is meditation. Guided meditation, or just sitting there with nothing, with just, no noise at all. Or maybe you're like me and I like having instrumental music, just to meditate. Just spend a bit of quiet time with yourself. It does not need to be long. Please don't think you'd sit there for hours on end. It doesn't. You will be so surprised how quickly your mind and your soul starts giving you suggestions and ideas on things, how quickly it will come in once you quieten your mind down and you take that time just to meditate. I only do like 10 minutes. 10, 15, 20 minutes, that's it, max. Sometimes on the weekend I've got a bit longer, I might do half an hour. But honestly, I only do small little increments like that. And I find that's enough to quieten down, calm, feel grounded, be really aware of me, of my surroundings as well. You'll be shocked, honestly. So just give yourself a little bit of time. 10 minutes is all it will take to just quieten down and practice. It does take practice. If you've not done meditation before, you're new to meditation, it isn't always something we can jump straight into. It does take time to quieten our mind, because the mind's been able to run riot for quite some time. And then when you're telling it, shh, now be quiet, it's like, hell no, you don't tell me to be quiet. Well, that's my mind anyway. Maybe you're the same. So yeah, that's my tip number 2 for you. Now, number 3 is an interesting one, and that is being vulnerable. I challenge you a little bit, or I encourage you to do something or have a conversation with someone to share something that's a bit vulnerable for you. It could be something so tiny that maybe you share at work, something you like doing in your private life, that you're not sure how someone's going to react to it, but just share and being vulnerable. And what that does is it's going to promote a bit more self-trust in you, and that it's safe for you to be you. It's safe for you. And there is nothing like that feeling when you feel totally safe with yourself, and sharing that out. So give yourself the opportunity to share something that's a bit vulnerable. Again, it doesn't need to be huge. Please, it really doesn't need to be your deepest, darkest, secrets that you never tell anybody. It could just be something so tiny, but just watch how you feel afterwards and reflect on how it went, and then go forward with that, moving on. And then the 4th practice I'd like you to do is one of my favorite, and this is gratitude. Now, I want to just talk about gratitude because I see everywhere gratitude practice, just do gratitude, be so grateful for where you are, That doesn't make me want to go, I want to run through my life and feel this gratitude, right? So I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to explain to you how you can do it. I think would be much easier. So whether you decide to write it down or speak out loud, for me, in the morning, first thing is the best time for me to do this. I grab one of my cats and we come for cuddles. And as I'm holding her, I can very easily show my gratitude and love for her. She's very easy to love, and both my cats are. And it's so easy for me to tap into that like that. So I will just very quickly say, I'm so happy and grateful that I have my cat. She's so loving. I love her so much. She's so beautiful and so much fun. Thank you for having her in my life. Thank you for bringing her to me. Like, it's so easy for me to do that. It flows. And I find once you do the one thing, the rest will flow. Even if you do the same thing every day, I find that when you do that, you're just able to then move on to the next thing. Another one is if you are, say, really wanting to manifest a car. We're going to go with car. We're going to go with car. Be grateful for the car you already have if you've got one. Be super grateful. So for me, I have my car, Hammond, and I will say I'm so happy and grateful I have Hammond. She takes me everywhere I need to go. She literally takes me everywhere. She protects me, she keeps me safe, and she makes sure I get somewhere on time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My car is a bit of an old girl. She's a rhino. I call her a rhino because she just keeps going and she's strong. She, like I said, she gets me where I need to go. So I find that if I concentrate on how great she is and what she's brought me today, then I'm able to accept that I'd like a new car. But I can attract it in much easier when I'm grateful for where I am. So let me do another one. Let me think. So let's say you're living somewhere, whether renting or buying, whatever, and you really want to move. Do you know what? I'm so happy and grateful for the experiences I've had in this house. I've met some wonderful people in the neighbourhood, or my friends were able to come here and we've had some really good fun in this house. I'm so happy and grateful this house has kept me protected, safe, warm, especially during the winter months. I'm so happy and grateful that this house was exactly what I needed when I needed it. And I'm so excited and looking forward to what's coming my way. Do you see how easy that was? Instead of being like, oh, what am I grateful for? If you're in a place where you're just like, I can't, no, I'm just not mentally in that right now. I would say just pick one area. And I always say pick somewhere on your body. It's really easy to just pick one thing on your body. I'm going to use my feet. So let's just say I'm having a really bad morning. I'm not in a good place right now. I pick my feet. Do you know what? I'm so happy and grateful for my feet. My feet take me everywhere I need to go. I'm so happy and grateful for my feet because they've allowed me to set foot into so many countries around the world. I'm so happy and grateful for my feet because I don't even have to think about taking the next step. It just does it. Do you see what I mean? And you can just build it up like that. And that makes that gratitude, that morning gratitude practice so much easier without having to really think about it or go so in depth or feel like it's a chore that you have to do. Instead, it becomes a little bit more enjoyable. So give it a shot. I'd love to know actually how you get on with your gratitude. Let me know in the description box below and what you do to really keep it alive and keep it energized and moving every single day. Let me know in the description box. The final practice I'd like you to do is start to listen to your inner being and trust what it's saying. It is way too easy for us to ignore, because I heard a saying once, and I hope I get this right. It's something like, negativity shouts, positivity whispers. And it's that idea of the negative mind, the self-doubt, the worries, the stresses is so loud, when actually if we listen to our internal intuition, it's so quiet and soft and gentle, and it's a whisper. But because this is so loud, we can't hear this. So learning to, when you've done all the other steps and you've done your gratitude and you've done your meditation, you're able to hear it much clearer and trust what it is saying to you. Trust it, even if it makes no sense at all. No sense at all. It doesn't mean it's wrong. And it's just because it doesn't make sense to your mind doesn't mean it's not right. So just learning to trust what it is saying and action it if you can. If not, just write it down. Or just say thank you so much for that. That's an interesting thought. That's interesting. And just see what happens. See what happens when you hear it. And I bet you'll be able to connect to it much quicker, much easier, and it will get a bit louder. And it's so interesting what happens when we start playing it and we start actually doing things related to our intuition and living our life in alignment. If this is something you're interested in, I've got my free self-discovery guide. I'll put down in the description box. Go and grab it. It's amazing. And it will just help you develop these practices even more, grow them, make them bigger, make them deeper, and move you towards your dreams and your manifestations a hell of a lot quicker. It's completely for free down below. Go and grab it. Do you find yourself going along with others just to avoid conflict, or even being told to be kept quiet by yourself or by others, and you find yourself suppressing your truth and your inner voice and what you really want to say? When we do this, we're just telling ourselves that we do not trust the messages, the feelings, the thoughts that are in us, that we're allowing everyone else outside of us to make decisions on our life and what we do. This is the nice girl syndrome. This is where we just do everything to please everybody else and we remain quiet so we don't cause eruptions everywhere, right? Now is the time to change that. In this transformative course, I'm taking you on a journey of deep discovery. We're going to dive super, super deep. We're going to get in and find out what it is that you really want in your life, your true desires, where you're going, what it is you want to have in your future, your dreams. We're going to do some inner child healing. We're going to do some protective light meditation work as well, which is one of my favorite things to do. And we're going to take you on a massive journey of self-discovery. If this sounds like something you really want to do, go ahead now, make a choice, make a decision. You are going to stop being this nice girl and you're going to start living boldly today. Go ahead, click the button down below and get started.